breathe easy game for the Niners versus the Cardinals, so they'll only win by 21.
Welcome to Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh?
Welcome to the Better and Green podcast. We're talking Week 15 of the NFL season. Last week, we went 9-8-1. Missouri 5 Squirrels currently leading the weekly pick'ems. Noah Mercy is close behind him. Awards show. Voting ends December 19th, and the awards show is going to be coming out December 29th. Make sure you guys tune in for that. You guys ready to talk some football?
Let's do it.
Sir.
Okay, the Chargers head to Las Vegas to face Raiders. Raiders are 3-point favorites. Over-under set at 34.5. Ethan, what do you think about this game?
Yeah, I think it sucks. Par for the course with all the other Thursday night games. No Justin Herbert here, which was, it doesn't really matter. Their offense has sucked all year with or without him. I'm going to take the +3 with the Chargers here. Injured player theory, take Easton Stick. I don't want to lay points with Vegas, even though it is a short week. Chargers with travel here, but not far from LA to Vegas, so not too concerned. I'm still not bought into Vegas whatsoever, even though they have been playing better for their interim coach. But yeah, I can't lay points with Vegas point blank. So I think the Chargers might have just a little bit of spunk in them with Easton Stick there. I think they play a little bit harder. So I'm going to take the +3. I think the Chargers probably went outright. Like the over quite a bit in this game. I think it's just going to be loose. No one's really playing for anything. So Chargers +3 over 34. Not sure how I'm going to end up betting this game, but those are the leans.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it short. This game kind of sucks, but I'm going to, same thing, Chargers +3, injured quarterback theory. Yeah, both these teams have no aspirations at anything this postseason, so nothing really going on in this game. I do like the Chargers, though. I do think they went outright. I just think they're the better team, even with a backup quarterback. I think they have more of just like, we don't care at all. Let's just do whatever with a backup quarterback, nothing to lose. So I'm going to go with the Chargers at the +3. A 34.5 is pretty damn low for a Thursday night game. I'll probably go the over as well. I think people are again, with that injured quarterback theory, I think they're thinking, two backup quarterbacks, that's got to be an under game. So I'll sprinkle the over. Also, I just love betting primetime overs, and they have done terrible for me. But yeah, I like the over and Chargers +3.
Yep, I'll also go with the over and Chargers +3. The Vikings head to Cincinnati to face the Bengals. Bengals are 3-point favorites. Over-under set at 40.5. Wyatt, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the Bengals, their little thing they got going stops pretty abruptly in this game. So I actually have Vikings at the +3. I think they're going to win it outright, just like that Thursday night game. This is Saturday, by the way. We have three or four Saturday games. So this is a Saturday game. I'm excited to watch it at 1 o'clock on a Saturday with the bowl games going on. But I do like the Vikings to win it, but I'm going to take them +3 for the graphic. Over under. Shoot. I'll probably go the under. I just don't think the Bengals are going to score that much, maybe 10 points. So maybe like a 20-10 type of game. But yeah, actually really like the Vikings quite a bit.
Yeah, I like the Vikings in this one too. Rooting for Cincinnati. Detroit could really use some help with a Minnesota loss here for that division, but I agree. I think I'm not bought into Browning even after the 2 wins here. Again, we got a new quarterback with Minnesota. I'm going to back Nick Mullins. I think the team plays hard for him. And yeah, I don't think Minnesota without Cousins is much different than Cincy without Burrow. So yeah, I think Minnesota probably wins this game outright, like Wyatt said, but I will take the points. I'm also seeing 77% of money on Cincinnati. So fading the public here. I like the over. I think we're probably getting value after Minnesota just had a 3-0 game. I think they're more talented than that offensively. Both defenses aren't great for either team since he's been putting up points. So over Minnesota for me in this one.
I will also take the over. I'll take the Bengals. I think they're playing some inspired football. For Browning, didn't expect them to win against the Colts. They did a great job against them. The Pittsburgh Steelers head to Indianapolis to face the Colts. Colts are 1.5-point favorite. Over-under set at 42.5. I'm going to take the Colts. Steelers defense is all right. That offense is terrible. Colts coming off a tough loss to the Bengals. Think they should have won it, but they get the win here. Wyatt?
Yeah, I can't bet the Steelers after that Pats game last week. They just look terrible, absolutely terrible. So I'm gonna take the Colts at -1.5. I'll probably go with. It's so hard because the Steelers are a pretty under team. Colts are a pretty over team. Over sitting at 42.5, which to Pittsburgh seems like an unreal number, but that's a low number for Indianapolis. So I'll probably go the over, just because I'll follow the Colts, and since I think they're going to control this game, I think they're going to put up some points and play the type of football they want to play. So I'll lean the over, but I do like the Colts to cover the 1.5.
Yeah, I like Pittsburgh here. Pretty gross, but just feels like the spot. Pittsburgh has the extra rest here. I think the public is all over Indy, 76%. Think a lot of people are jumping off Pittsburgh after that loss to New England and the loss to Arizona, which I've been going against Pittsburgh basically every week. I'm not a believer in this team whatsoever, but Indy just didn't impress me. Again, public is all over Indy. The line is moved in Pittsburgh's favor, so a little bit of reverse line movement. I think Pittsburgh's defense is probably going to give Minshew problems in this one. So yeah, I like Pittsburgh to probably win this game outright. I'll back them plus the points, like the over.
All right, the Broncos head to Detroit to face the Lions. Lions are 4-point favorites. Over/under is set at 48. Ethan, what do you think about your Lions?
Need a win, first of all. And I think they get it. I'm going to lay the 4 here. I think Detroit gets it. I think they bounce back. I liked some of the quotes coming out of the locker room from Dan Campbell. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's kind of selling their stock on Detroit. I'll buy it low. This line doesn't make a ton of sense. I think Denver's arguably the hottest team in football right now, kind of coming out of nowhere. They're very live to win that division, which no one would have thought 5 weeks into this season. Yeah, I think Detroit at home, Saturday Night Football. I think it's just a good spot for them. I think they're better than Denver is. And I like this game to go over. I think there's a lot of points, both sides. This is probably like a 34-28 type of game. So yeah, give me Detroit. That's probably my favorite bet in this game. I'll take over 47 or whatever we're sitting at now.
Yeah, 48. I'm in the same boat here. I bet on Detroit last weekend, but on the show, if you remember, I put the Bears because I didn't believe in Detroit. I still don't really believe in Detroit, but yeah, this line's a little fishy. I think these teams are actually pretty equal in regards to how they're playing. I think the line's moved down. I think it was Detroit 5.5. Now it's moving down to 4, which scares me a little bit, but I'm still going to back Detroit to -4. Agree with you. I like the over. If I were to bet a total in this game, I probably would mess around with Detroit's team total. That would probably be, I'm guessing, what would that be? 27, maybe 20, 25, 26, something like that. So I'd mess around with Detroit's team total going over. But yeah, I like Detroit on the spread and like the over in this game.
I'm going to take the Broncos and the points. Broncos have been live winning games I didn't think they'd win. So you're getting the 4 points of the Broncos, which I think is the most points they've gotten in a while. So I'll take the points. The Chiefs head to New England to face the Patriots. Patriots are 8-point home dogs. Over/under set at 37. Wyatt, what do you think?
Yeah, I think this line opened, and I think it was 9.5 points in favor of Kansas City. That would have been higher if Kansas City won last weekend. So I think you're getting some value on the Chiefs if you want it. Unfortunately, I just don't think a whole lot of people are going to be taking the Patriots. I know they had a decent win, but it was against the Steelers, so it's not really that decent of a win. Zappy finally got going, but now they're playing the Chiefs. So I just, even with the Chiefs loss, I still think the Chiefs is probably the play, but I'm going to go with the Patriots. I just don't think anyone's going to be on this line, but someone is because it keeps moving down. So I'm going to be on the Pats. I think it's a sharp play. Over under. It's pretty low, 37. I'll go the under. I think it's going to be an ugly game. I do think the Chiefs will win it. I think they're going to win it by right around a touchdown. But I'm going to go. I just don't think there's going to be a whole lot of offense. I'm going to go the under in this.
I think the Chiefs absolutely kill the Patriots this week. I think it's a great buy low spot on Kansas City. I think people kind of like Detroit. I think they're selling their stock on KC after those 2 losses that they didn't look impressive in either one. And then Zappy actually looked like he was a pretty decent quarterback beating Pittsburgh. They have the rest advantage. So I think people will actually be a little bit drawn to bet on New England this week. I think Kansas City wins this one by like 30 points. This game was flexed out of Sunday night for a reason. It's not going to be close, in my opinion. So I like Kansas City to blow them out. I'd look for probably the over because I think Kansas City scores in the 30s themselves. I'd like the Kansas City team total over. I think they're pissed off after their game against Buffalo. I've said it a couple times. I think they win out the rest of the season. I think this is probably their best game of the season.
Yep, I'm gonna go with Chiefs minus the 8. Think they win big. Gonna go with the over definitely because I think the Chiefs are gonna score. Patriots are gonna get help to score. The Jets head to Miami to face the Dolphins. Dolphins are an 8.5-point favorite. Over under set at 37. I guess give me the Jets. I mean Dolphins. You guys were up 14 and just blew chunks all over the field to a shitty Titans team. So why couldn't you not cover the 8.5 versus shitty Jets team? So give me the Jets. Wyatt.
Yeah, my Bills AFC, what is that? East division winner is coming back to life. So I'm also on the Jets purely for rooting against the Dolphins. But again, this line, what would have been if Miami, actually won by 14 in that game, which is where they were at 2 minutes with the game left. So I think this line would have been, right where it always is for a Miami game, 13.5, something like that. Also, the Jets had a pretty big win last week as well. So I think maybe that's brought the line down a bit. But I'm going to be on the Jets simply because I'm rooting for them hardcore, and there's nothing better than rooting for a team when you have money on it. So I'll take the Jets. 37 for a Dolphins game on a total. That's very low. I will go the over on that. The Jets scored, 34 points themselves last week. Pretty obvious to take the over, so I'm a little scared about that. But I will be rooting hardcore for the Jets.
I like the Dolphins minus the 8.5. I think they bounce back. They got cute. They got conservative with that 13-point lead. Came back to bite them. Don't think Tyreek Hill is going to miss any time with that injury, which was, he's obviously a huge piece. The MVP that isn't a quarterback in this league. And they really missed him in that game on Monday night. But, yeah, I just think the Jets couldn't have looked better putting up 30 points and beating Houston in a blowout. Everyone saw Miami give up 15 points in the final 3 minutes, kind of selling on Miami, I think. I think Miami handles them like they did in the first matchup just a few weeks ago on Black Friday. I think it's a blowout. What I'll probably do, I'll probably tease Miami and Kansas City down or moneyline parlay. Definitely don't see Miami losing back-to-back, especially at home. Don't see Kansas City losing to New England whatsoever. So that's one of my favorite plays this week.
The Bears head to Cleveland to face the Browns. Browns are 3-point favorites. Over under set 37.5. Ethan, let you start this game.
I'm going to take Cleveland. I'm not bought into the Bears still, even after their 2 straight wins. I knew it was a terrible spot for Detroit. I was pretty sure Detroit was losing that game, so it didn't shock me whatsoever. I know Cleveland is missing some defensive pieces, but ultimately they're still the best or one of the best defenses in the NFL. Chicago, like I said, they just don't impress me. Justin Fields is way better than Bagent or whoever they had before him, but they're still just not a good football team. They're missing pieces, not by injury, but their team just isn't good all over the field. Their O-line needs help. Their defense needs help. I think Cleveland, Joe Flacco is looking like the best quarterback that's taken snaps for them all season. I think they're going to kind of turn it on down the stretch here. I think that defense is going to carry them. I think 3 points is a gift at home. Don't let the 2 wins in a row fool you from Chicago. They're still pretty shitty.
Yeah, I actually love the Browns a lot at the -3. Chicago 2 in a row just beat Detroit. I think a lot of people are going to be jumping on Chicago. The Browns just aren't that, people – the public, I still wonder how they win games. So I just don't think the Browns are going to be a very sought-after team at -3 in this game. So I think a lot of people are going to be jumping on the bandwagon of Justin Fields like they did all offseason, even though they're still not making the playoffs. But, I actually love the Browns at the -3. I'd probably lean the under at 37.5. Hopefully Cleveland's defense can come back alive. They, I think, have allowed over 20 points like the last 5 games. I dropped them in fantasy. They're trash. So I think the under is probably the play. It's pretty low for, again, a terrible Browns defense last couple of weeks and then a Bears team that can score points. So I think that's pretty low. So I like that. And then I really like the Browns on the spread.
Yeah, I like the Browns on the spread too. Same reasons why I just said over under. I don't really have a lean either way. Giants head to New Orleans to face the Saints. Saints are 5.5-point favorites. Over-under set 37.5. Wyatt, what's your read?
It's got to be the Saints, right? It's got to be the Saints. These Giants are getting all over social media with their little Italian quarterback, DeVito. I'm not going to buy the hype. Give me the Saints. The Saints are still fighting in that NFC South, I believe, division. So, I think the Saints need to win this game. They're on a much more motivation than their meatball eating quarterback over in the Giants. So, give me the Saints a lot, -5.5. I'd probably go back to the under in this game, 37.5.
Yeah, this is the toughest game for me on the board. Look ahead spot for both teams. Giants are Monday Night Football at Philly. Obviously, they've been blown out a few times on national TV. I know they don't want to do that again. And then New Orleans has to travel to LA to play the Rams Thursday Night Football, short week. So this game's tough. There's no chance I bet this game. I say that now. Maybe there is, but yeah, this is the worst game for me on the card. I'm going to lean just taking the points with the Giants. That could flip here in 20 minutes. I really don't know about this game. So I'll take the Giants for the graphic. Over, under. God, I have no clue. Give me the over for the hell of it. But, yeah, I mean, I could literally flip a coin and decide my bets on this game.
I don't like either of these teams, so just give me the points with the Giants. Over, under, I'll say the over. Giants, Wyatt was saying, it's not about their quarterback. It's about Saquon Barkley, and he's the reason they won the last game. So if they can cover the 5.5, I don't see the Saints blowing out the Giants. I think they're very similar, so I'll take the points. The Falcons are heading to Carolina to face Panthers. Panthers are 3-point home dogs. Over-under is set at 34. I mean, I'm taking the Falcons. Obviously, they're still alive to win this division. Panthers are garbage, and they only have to cover a field goal. Ethan?
Gotta take Carolina. Have to.
I knew that was
Disgusting. I have to. 88% of the money on Atlanta, most publicly bet team. Why is this only 3? It makes no sense. Carolina's covered like 1 or 2 spreads this entire year. Carolina money line. I don't know why or how, but I think they find a way to win this game. Yeah, tough one for Atlanta. Tough loss. That hangover effect could carry over into this game. I think they could possibly look past Carolina because they're that bad. Yeah, the line is fishy in this one, so I got to go Carolina. I'll take the under in this game. Don't think there's many points.
Yeah, I'll take the under as well. I just can't back Carolina. I'm sorry, man. And again, I knew you're going to take this. It's the most obvious Ethan play of the day, in my opinion, is the Panthers at the +3 because you do it every freaking week. But yeah, give me the Falcons. I wouldn't be surprised if this pushes right at 3. Do you like the under? Again, I can't see a world where the Falcons and Panthers are scoring 17 or more points each. I can't see that. So give me the under, and then I guess I'm not going to bet the Panthers. So Falcons on the spread.
The Buccaneers are heading to Green Bay to face the Packers. Packers are 3.5-point favorites. Over-under set at 42. Wyatt, what's your lean?
Oh, frick. What was the line again? And who was favored?
3.5 Packers favored.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I heard. I was kind of hoping you were going to say Bucks because I do like the Bucks. I'm going to go back to the Bucks here. I need them. I need them to win the South.
Yeah.
Ben gave me that. And that was what? +700 or 9? I forget what that was.
Something crazy.
That's still alive. Alive. So I need it. And I need Green Bay to lose for Detroit. So give me the Bucks. Again, kind of like that Jets game, purely emotional. You get the hook at 3.5, so I guess I'll take that. I'll go under as well. It just seems like Tampa's an under team, and Green Bay is usually an under team. So I'll go under in Tampa.
I'll go opposite. I'll go over in Green Bay. Yeah, I think it's again, I thought the Giants were going to win on Monday night. I wasn't shocked by it. I think it's kind of buy low spot on Green Bay. The line is a little bit telling to me. It seems pretty easy to take Tampa getting that hook on the field goal there after their win against the Falcons. That was a huge game. I mean, they needed that revenge. If they lost to Atlanta, they were likely done in that division and likely done because I don't think there's going to be a wild card team coming out of that division. So that was a huge win. I think this is a bit of a letdown spot for them. Green Bay is still very much alive. Tough loss on Monday night against the Giants. They have Carolina on deck. No look ahead. This is its focus as Green Bay could possibly be at home. Tampa has to travel up to Lambeau. Cold weather. I think it's going to hurt them a little bit. So, yeah, I think Green Bay probably pulls away in this game, honestly. And I like the over. I think Green Bay goes back to what they were against Detroit on Thanksgiving, what they were against the Chiefs the week after that. I think Green Bay looks pretty good in this one. I need Mike Evans to score, so I hope it goes over with a couple of Mike Evans touchdowns.
I'm so down in fantasy in the playoffs. I need Mike Evans 70 points.
I'll take it.
Unfortunately, I want those Bucks to win just like Wyatt, but I'm gonna have to side with Ethan for all the reasons he just said. Just think the Packers are in a better spot. The Texans head to Tennessee to face the Titans. Titans are 3-point favorites. Over/under is set at 38. Ethan, what do you think?
Houston all day. Not bought into the Titans after that comeback. Houston, again, couldn't have looked worse. Getting smoked by the Jets, allowing 30 points to the Jets. Tennessee, I mean, they could have looked better, but huge comeback. I think they're probably coming into this game a little overconfident, thinking they're better than what they are. Ben's been saying it since June. It's kind of a miracle the Titans have even found a way to win a game this year. They're just not good. So, yeah, I think Houston, not sure about Stroud's injury. I think he's playing. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys have heard anything different. But
Still
questionable. Even if it's not Stroud, it's Davis Mills. He has plenty of starting experience. I would probably honestly like Houston better if we do get Davis Mills. Yeah, I think Houston is by far the superior team, more to play for. Division's still wide open with the Jags losing as well. Yeah, love Houston.
Yeah, I gave you a weird look at the beginning there, but I totally forgot. Again, I was at the Lions-Bears game, so I forgot a lot of this early slate on Sunday. I forgot the Texans got murdered by the Jets. Yeah, I like the Texans now instead, for sure. +3. Titans should not have won that game against Miami. I think you hit the nail on the head there. Overconfident. Texans are now kind of coming back to reality a little bit. They were supposed to suck. They did suck last week. But I think they had the talent to get back, and I agree. I like Davis Mills as well. He wasn't a good starting quarterback, but he played a whole season, more than Will Levis has. So, yeah, I'll take the Texans on the +3. It's pretty high, 38 points. I'll probably take the over, and I despise that. Hopefully that keeps going down, and then you'll get a really nice, juicy number. But, yeah, I like the over at 38.
Yeah, I like the over too, and I'm happy we're getting points with the Texans. That makes me feel good. The 49ers head out to Arizona to face the Cardinals. Cardinals are 12.5-point home dogs. Over/under set at 47.5. 49ers have just been running train on like almost every team this year, so I'm just gonna have them keep it going. Like Cardinals have no home field advantage. 12.5. I think they beat the team by 12 or 13 last week. So beating the Cardinals with 12.5. Yeah, sure, why not? They're way worse than Seattle. So
yeah,
give it to me. Wyatt, what do you think?
Same boat. I'm going to keep this simple. They've been doing it all year, and they're going to screw up. They've screwed up a couple of times. You know, they lost 3 or 4 in a row. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, they've been doing it all year. They've been covering the big spreads all year, it feels like. So I'm going to take them again on the road, 12.5. Sure, why not? Over/under 47.5. Probably will be taking the under because I'm thinking it'll be like a 31-10 type of game. So I'll probably take the under as well. But I do like San Fran to continue ass slapping some teams.
I liked Arizona a lot better yesterday at +14, but I still like them +12.5. And this is simply a spot play. San Fran, kind of off a weird scheduling spot. We've talked about it a few times, but Seattle, Philly, and Seattle again. So Seattle has been their biggest competitor in that division the last year and a half. Rams are up there for this season. And then Philly, obviously, the NFC Championship rematch, arguably the top 2 teams in the NFC. So I think this is kind of just a breathe easy spot for San Fran before they head into a Monday night matchup against Baltimore, which could very easily be a Super Bowl preview. So, yeah, I just don't think San Fran really cares about Arizona. They've already beat them this year. think it's kind of just a get in, get out with a win on the road, get back and start prepping for Baltimore. So I think that's the reason it's come from 14 to 12.5. Some sharps are clearly on Arizona there because no public is betting Arizona between Tuesday and Wednesday at this point. So yeah, I don't know if I can bet it at 12.5, honestly. I could have at 14. I hope it gets back up to that, but I think Arizona keeps it close. I like the under because I just don't think San Fran really pushes here. But again, I kind of need Debo to score a lot of points, so I hope they do.
Breathe easy game for the Niners versus the Cardinals, so they'll only win by 21. The Commies are heading to Los Angeles to face the Rams. Rams are 6.5-point favorites. Over-under sit at 50.5. Ethan, are we still rolling with the Rams?
I'm not in this game. I think I'm going to be on the Commies, and it's gross. But Washington off the bye. Rams took Baltimore to overtime in Baltimore. I don't think many people expected that. Arguably could have had the win. Lost on that punt return, walk-off touchdown there. Yeah, I just think it's a sell high on the Rams. I still think they're a good team. I still think they'd probably find a way to win this game, but I think the 7.5 is too many points. Like I said, Washington off the bye. They've had plenty of time to prepare. And then LA has Thursday Night Football against the Saints on deck. So short week for them. Think there could be a small look ahead. Don't think they're too worried about hosting Washington. And then lastly, I'm seeing 80% of the money on LA. So yeah, I think Washington keeps it close, but I still think LA wins the game. Over under 49, probably under. Not really sure though.
Yeah, love the Commanders. I will be starting Sam Howell in my playoff league and fantasy football. So we do the 2-week fantasy. I'm down by 30 in the first week, so I need an absolutely explosive. But I'm going to pair him with Scary Terry, and the Commanders are going to go off. Love the Commanders. Over-unders back up to 50.5 in this game. That's just so high. So I am hammering the over. Over is my favorite play of this weekend. 50.5 Commanders Rams. Plus the Commanders cover. Probably win outright.
I like that over. And absolutely, the Commies are not in any spot to be worried about playoff positioning or look ahead spot. So they get to come off a bye. They know exactly what they want to do to beat this team. And then we'll figure it out next week. So give me the Commies also. The Cowboys are heading up to Buffalo to face the Bills. Bills are 2-point favorites. Over-under is 50.5. Ethan, why don't you go first?
I'm rocking with Buffalo. Been kind of all over Twitter saying I'm back fully on the Buffalo train. Think they're going to win. Probably win out. Probably make the playoffs, and I think they'll be scary. The scariest team entering the playoffs. I think they make it all the way to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I think it starts here. Well, it started last week, but I think it continues here. Dallas off that huge win. They wanted that win more than anything to beat Philly in a game where they should have beaten Philly the first time around. Got their revenge. Did it with emphasis as well. So I think Buffalo, they need it way more than Dallas does. Dallas is still fighting for that 1 seed and to win that division. But I just think Buffalo at home, Dallas is way better at home. If this were in Dallas, I'd probably be backing Dallas, but it's going to be cold weather. They don't play nearly as well on the road as they do at home. Just think it's a really good spot here for Buffalo. And then also Dallas has to go down to Miami to play the Dolphins next week. So another big game on deck for them. So yeah, I think Buffalo gets it done with ease in this one. I think it's a flat spot for Dallas. I'll probably lean with the under. I just don't know if Dallas is going to put up as many points as we're used to them scoring. I think they come out really flat in this one.
Second favorite bet of the day is also on the Buffalo Bills, or of the weekend, is also on the Buffalo Bills. Dallas had a massive win over the Eagles. Obviously, there's question marks about the Eagles. Buffalo had a massive win over the Chiefs in a debatable game. Lost me a lot of money on that Tony play. But I think Dallas's win was a little bit more impressive over Philly. And Buffalo's now, I know that Buffalo's at home, but they're a 2-point favorite in this game. Seems like, I mean, both teams are on a high right now, but it seems like Dallas should probably be, in my mind, even on the road, should be a little slight favorite in this game. So just based on the line, honestly, I'm going to have to take Buffalo. I would suggest to wait at all costs for this game. This is probably going to get down to a pick 'em. I would not be surprised if Dallas becomes favorite in this game. America's team, which means America's bets. Everyone's going to be on Dallas. See, I'm up plus money against a Bills team who has, 6 losses? So love the Bills. Second favorite play. Think the Bills win by 10 to 14 points. No play on the over-under. It's 50.5. I guess I'll go on the under, but no play on that.
Yeah, I'm completely on the other side of this one. Cowboys have been curb stomping everybody. Bills, I've been saying it all year. I don't think they're good at all. I really don't think so. Josh Allen could throw 4,000 interceptions this game. I think the Cowboys go in and curb stomp the Bills, too. I just think the Cowboys are a really good team. They're one of the best teams in the NFL. Leading the NFC over there, kind of up there with the 49ers and the Eagles. So I like the Cowboys versus a team that's fighting to make the playoffs. We'll see what happens. The Ravens head to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars. Jaguars are 3-point home dogs. Over-under set at 42.5. I guess give me the Ravens -3. Wake me up when the Ravens are playing meaningful games. What do you think, Wyatt?
Yeah, I think the Ravens are absolutely a play, but unfortunately I'm on the Jags.
Are you really?
Just because why the hell are they only 3 points? I feel like the Ravens should be 6.5. I know it's at Jacksonville, but give me the play that makes no sense. Once again, give me the Jags. We'll go the under 42.5. I think it's gonna be an ugly game. I don't love this play at all. We'll probably not be betting it, but for the graphic, Jags. I'll look sharp as hell.
The more we talk about it, the more I love this card. I love Jacksonville this week. They're winning this game outright. No doubt about it in my mind. Yeah, I love Jacksonville. Lawrence was injured last week. He played on that sprained ankle, but clearly wasn't 100% healthy. Lost to Cleveland. That's 2 straight losses for Jacksonville. Again, I think people are selling their stock on Jacksonville. I'm going to buy it. Baltimore off the emotional win in overtime with that punt return. They now have to go play San Francisco in San Francisco Monday Night Football. Again, could be a Super Bowl preview. They're really going to want that game. They don't have a ton to play for. They're pretty in control of the 1 seed and that division. So losing a game to Jacksonville here, it's not going to completely deflate them. Jacksonville, on the other hand, super tight with not only Houston, but Tennessee as well. If they fumble a few more games, they're in jeopardy of missing the playoffs altogether when they were pretty dead set to win that division most of the season. So I think it's a huge game for Jacksonville at home. 75% of the money on Baltimore. Love Jacksonville. They win it outright. And I'll take the over. I think it could be a shootout.
I'd love to see them lose. Let's see their last few games. They beat the fraud Chargers, an overtime punt return versus the Rams, the injured Joe Burrow. I'm seeing a 7-point loss to the Steelers a couple weeks ago. So absolutely, it's possible. The Eagles head to Seattle to face the Seahawks. Seahawks are 4-point home dogs. Over-under set at 47.5. Ethan, round us out.
Seattle all day long. Love them. +4. Weird line. Philly off the 2 back-to-back losses. Public's all over Philly, 82%. Why wouldn't they be? I still think Philly's frauds. Seattle at home. This game was flexed into the Monday night game, I believe.
Yes.
I could be wrong there. Yeah, it was. I just think it's a huge game for the Seahawks. They've been reeling. They're now, I believe if playoffs start today, they're out of it. So they need a win more than ever. Philly off the emotional back-to-back losses. I think this could just be kind of a letdown spot for them. Tough to get up for this game when they just had their 2 biggest games of the season not go in their favor, and they're off the 5-game stretch of just a gauntlet. So even though Seattle's still a formidable team, I think it's kind of a breathe spot for Philly. Think they get caught. Hope they get caught. I think +4. I'll take that with Seattle. I like it quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm on the same bet. Unfortunately, I don't feel great about it, but I don't think a whole lot of people think Philly's going to lose 3 games in a row. But I mean, no one thought the Niners were going to lose 3 games in a row. So I wouldn't be surprised if Philly wins, but I'm going to take the home team +4. Again, Seattle's fighting for a playoff spot. Do think they cover that. So I'm going to take them at the +4. Ethan's got this, or Ben, you got the circus clown for Sirianni. It's my favorite. If you haven't seen that meme, it's one of my favorite ones yet. So I can't get that out of my head. So especially these last 2 weeks. So yeah, give me Seattle. Hopefully they win outright. Did just think quickly, did just see a thing. about Detroit's way into the playoff. They could clinch it this weekend if you win and like 4 or 7 teams loses or some bullshit like that. But Seattle is one of those teams that need to lose. So maybe Seattle can lose but still cover would be ideal for me.
This is a really weird game. And I think I hate that it's 4. I really do hate that it's 4 because I would love more points with Seattle, but the Eagles just losing those back-to-back games. I think there's a couple teams right now that are just really pissed off. And Ethan, you were saying about the Chiefs, just want to go in there and just really take their frustration out on a team that's not as good as them. I mean, the Eagles, if you look at last game, I mean, did anybody on offense really have a good game? I mean, I think that entire team. Like,
AJ Brown was 6 yards short of 100.
Yeah, my fantasy team knows that too. I think that this is a game that they're going to want to get right. I think they might win by a touchdown. But like you guys said, I wish I had more points with Seattle. That would put me on Seattle. But the 4 just, I don't know. I don't think the 4 is enough to get me there. What are we thinking for squad ride?
I think we all like the commies quite a bit.
All right,
Perfect.
Washington Commanders -6.5, +6.5. Sorry, Washington Commanders +6.5. All right,
Alt line.
alt line. Yeah. All right. So, what 3 presents are you guys putting in your stockings for this week?
I will go first here. I'm gonna take a teaser. Gonna go back to the teasers, see if I can't get one right. Houston +8.5, Kansas City -2. Absolutely love that play. I will go Jacksonville plus whatever they're at, 3.5. 3. We'll take Jacksonville plus the points, and we'll take Buffalo -2.
All right. I have the over in the Commanders Rams at 50.5. I have Buffalo as well at the -2, and I'm gonna take the Cleveland Browns at the -3.
I had Dallas +2, but I don't want to do that because then we're guaranteed a loss. So I will do the Chiefs and Patriots over 37. And I got 2 teasers. I do one that I'm calling the and make sure the lines haven't changed too. One I'm calling the West teaser. I got the Chargers +9 and Broncos +10. So both AFC West teams. And then I have another teaser, Chiefs -2, Giants +12. Oh, that line moved. Giants +11.5.
Okay. I like it.
All right, guys. Head over to bettergreen.com right now to read some of our articles, buy some of our merch, participate, and we got some votes going on. We have games going on over there. Wyatt's been running these games on Splash Sports for you guys over there, these survivor pools and whatnot. So make sure you guys head over there. We also partnered with Sharps. It's a free app that you guys can use to track your bets. Use our code BETT, BETT 269, and that will get you logged in. You can see all of our stuff. We'll post our plays so you can see we're not just talking about it. We're about that action. Ethan, what else do you have for us?
Yeah, guys, head over to BainbridgeLabradoodles.com. Tell them we sent you. You'll save 10% on a puppy. Holiday is right around the corner. Less than 2 weeks away now until Christmas, as crazy as that is to say. But really great time where a lot of people are looking to add a family pet to their family. So yeah, head over to BainbridgeLabradoodles.com. These dogs are Australian Labradoodles, hypoallergenic, non-shedding, really nice family pet. Again, tell them we sent you. 10% off a puppy today.
All right, what time is it?
It's time to throw some hands with the only hands.
He needs some milk.
Today we are doing favorite Christmas movies as we ramp up towards Christmas being here any day now. We're going to do 4 movies apiece. I am going to start us off here. Ben, you'll go second. Wyatt, you are third in order this week. And without further ado, I'm going to take Christmas Vacation. We talked about this one on the live Monday night. Figured it was going to be a hot commodity, so happy to have the first pick. Hilarious movie. If you haven't seen it, have you been living under a rock? You might want to go check it out this holiday season. Absolutely hilarious.
Good pick. That leaves 2 other good ones. I feel like Wyatt's going to take one of them, so I got to be real careful with this pick. Give me the Grinch. Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Great Grinch. The only answer if you're going to say the Grinch.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to go. It's not new. I think it was his 20-year anniversary this year, actually. But newest one of these, I have probably is most of them on this list. I'm going to go Elf.
That was
Great
the other one. Yep.
And then it's Snake Draft, correct? I'm going to
Yes.
go. I'm going to go Home Alone 1. The iconic Home Alone. I don't know if we could do Home Alone 1 and 2, but they're both on my list. I'm going to go Home Alone 1.
Good choice.
Good pick.
Is Trump in 2 or is he in the first one?
Trump's in 2.
Trump's in the
2.
second one. Gotcha. Give me Christmas with the Cranks. My second pick. Oh, and a little Tim Allen action.
Not even on my list, but I forgot about it. It's that good. That's a sneaky little pick.
I love that one, man.
It was on my list, but I haven't seen it in years. I need to make a point and go back and watch it because I forget how it goes, but I know I used to love it.
Oh, it's good, man.
Man, this is tough. I will go with. I'm gonna take the Polar Express. I've always liked the Polar Express, set in Grand Rapids, so that's kind of a cool added feature there.
Is it actually? They
It
say
is. Yep.
I need to
At the
rewatch
very
it.
end, the little kid, Billy or whatever, is looking for a present, I think. Or no, the main character says, like, Grand Rapids, Michigan, that's where I'm from, or something like that.
Huh.
Yeah. The director,
Yeah.
I think, was, or the producer or director's GR.
Yeah.
That's kind
I
of
think
cool.
that's why I placed it.
Yeah. Yep. So always kind of liked that one. Gosh, I love the Home Alones, but I have 2 others I don't know if will get picked if I don't say them. So I'm gonna go with Jack Frost. If you guys haven't seen that movie, it's a good one. Tearjerker.
Yeah, it's a sad one.
It's very sad, but always one of my favorites.
Yeah. Give me Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Love that one. It's
pick.
Turbo
Never.
time.
Never seen it.
Oh, give it a try, man. Sinbad, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's good. It's slept on.
All right, back up to me. Do I have 2 here again?
Yeah.
We haven't said Christmas Story, right?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna take Christmas Story. A Christmas Story. Sorry. And then I'm gonna go. It's kind of a weird one, but it's the animated version of A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a creepy one, but it's like, is that the one with the? I think it's the right movie with
I
the
think
ghost of Christmas.
and Jim Carrey's Scrooge, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one.
That's a good one,
Yes. It's kind of creepy, but yeah.
man. Yeah. All adaptations, even the Muppets version is creepy. Keep it away from me. A lot of good ones left. We're getting kind of to the classics where they're older. Give me Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Love it.
Never seen it.
Nah, I get that one and Groundhog's Day mixed up all the time.
Same guy, man.
Yeah.
Well, my last one was taken by Wyatt. It was going to be A Christmas Story, absolute classic. So I will take Home Alone too. Yeah, both 1 and 2 are great. Third one kind of sucks without Macaulay
Supposedly
Culkin.
there's a
But
4th one as well. I
really,
haven't watched it.
I'm sure that one's just great as well.
I think it's the same kid shooting up in an alleyway, right?
Yeah.
Same kid at Michael Jackson's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, you guys got anything else before we get out of here?
No. Oh, college bowl games this weekend. So we will have a couple videos out. It's coming out on Thursday. So we'll have a couple videos out Friday, and I think we have 5 or 6 games in college football on Saturday. So we'll have a couple blogs out as well. So video and written format for those bowl games.
Yeah. First, I just want to reiterate, Ben, I know you said it, but make sure when you do that code for Sharps, Bet, BETT, with the double T there. I know you said it, Ben, but went over it pretty quick. So I just wanted to make sure people are getting that code correctly. And then, yeah, as well as college football, there is some good college basketball matchups. We have 3 really good ranked matchups Friday night and then into Saturday. Number 3, Purdue against number 1, Arizona, topping that list. So watch for a video coming out talking about those games. Like Wyatt mentioned, articles will be coming out as well. I think I've decided to only give premium plays in the NFL since that's where I'm the hottest right now. I'm not going to make people pay for some shoddy college basketball plays anymore for the time being. So those will all still be free for until probably mid-January, early February. But yeah, for the NFL premium plays, look for the articles.
That's just $1 on the website, guys. We will have a Tapping Vegas show coming out Friday, 5 Central. Make sure you guys get over there. I made a graphic, plus 22 units. That was incorrect. I missed one. It is up 26.5 units. I actually forgot about one of the haymakers that we hit. Also, guys, St. Jude right now, I don't know if you guys saw yet. We're at 287 now, 285, 287. We had a nice little jump with some of those shorts that we've been posting. So we're probably, you guys have been seeing underneath me this whole time. Yeah, 487. Or probably around $30 right now. So keep going, guys. We're doing that until Christmas. You got this episode and one more episode, and then we're there, guys. Christmas is not this upcoming Monday, but the next one. So consider doing that. Telling your friends, let them know. You guys get some great content from us. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
See you guys.
You better start listening to the Better in Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast. Better in Green.